foods, helping the modern family eat to strengthen their physical frames and their spiritual treasures. Today I want to show you a skill that will be tasty and fast and will help you better follow the guidance that we've received in the scriptures over and over again to eat more plants. A green smoothie is not a necessary part of a scriptural-based diet, but it is one habit, one skill, one recipe for a meal or a snack replacement that you can use to get you one step closer to eating in a way that's going to bless you and your family. So today we're going to learn how to make green smoothies, and I want to show you, we're going to use both fruits and vegetables in our smoothie. Now most people won't have the palate or the time to eat this many greens. Look at that bowl. That's a huge bowl of greens. And I'm using both Swiss chard and beet greens, which are both in season in Idaho right now, which is where I live. And so I'm going to shove these into my blender. Okay. Most of the food that you'll buy in the produce section of the store, like potatoes, which have been sprayed with an anti-growth agent, and bananas, which have been picked really, really green and then gassed in order to turn ripe, have been preserved in some way so that we can eat them way outside of their natural growing season. And I believe that's why the Lord gave us the counsel to eat herbs and fruits in the season thereof. And so look for what's in season in your area. Okay, now I'm going to add water to our greens. This is about 2 cups. And we're going to blend just the greens and the water together, because to me it's really, really hard to choke down a smoothie if you get like large pieces of spinach and kale, which happens if you blend it all at once. So first, the greens. If this is a new habit to you and you don't have a really high power blender like mine, you can do this with a cheaper blender. You just aren't going to get a really pulverized greens. You're going to have little tiny chunks. In fact, my mom called her smoothies chunkies for the first little while until her cheap blender burnt out, which is another problem you'll have with cheaper blenders, is they have a very short life when you use them daily. So I really recommend saving up for a Vitamix or a blend tech like mine, because they're going to give you a smooth and creamy consistency smoothie every time. Plus you can do cool things with them, like grind your grains in them and a lot of other kitchen tools. So definitely save up for that if you are good with the budget. Okay, so next we're going to add to our smoothie our fruits, and I picked out grapes and blackberries and apples and peaches because that's what's in season in Idaho right now. And if you're not really sure what's in season, go ahead and buy a bag of frozen fruit, because usually that's been picked at the prime of its harvest time, and so it has the most nutrition for you. And lastly, before we blend this up, I have a chance to add in some additives. If your smoothie doesn't stick with you for more than a couple of hours, you want to add something more substantive to it, especially if you're using it for like a breakfast or a lunch meal replacer to help you get to the next meal. And so you can add things like raw nuts or a protein powder. Most protein powders are made with whey, and if you don't have a sensitivity to whey, then great, go ahead and use them. But in my family we have dairy sensitivities, and so I'm always looking for plant-based protein powders, and here are 2 of my favorite brands that are put out on the market. And so I'm going to add a scoop of that. And I also know that if I add a healthy fat here, that I'm going to be able to absorb all of these fruits, all of these vitamins and minerals a lot better. And so you can add things like coconut oil, flax seeds, raw nuts like sunflower seeds again. I'm going to go ahead and add this blend that is both sprouted flax and chia, and also broccoli seeds, because it's going to add a full 5 grams of fiber and an extra 5,000 milligrams of omegas, which our brains totally need. So once I've done that, I'm going to turn the blender on for the last time and blend it all together. Okay, we're all done. Now I used a blend of a ratio of about 1-to-1 vegetables to fruits. If that's too many greens for you right now, then start with a higher ratio of fruits and get your palate away from processed foods, and you will slowly be able to easily add more greens, and also taste, they'll taste better to you adding them to your smoothie as well. So this is it. This is a whole quart of green smoothie. This is more than 10 servings of fruits and vegetables compared to the probably 2 to 5 that you maybe get right now. So we are on our way to eating a lot more of the good stuff, and it only took us 10 minutes. For more wow food skills and habits, give me a thumbs up on this video, and check out my other videos to turn your kitchen table into a place of nutrition, health, and spiritual treasures. Thanks for watching!